welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Brooke. I'm BROOKEWORKSOUT on Instagram and TikTok, and I gotta get back to vlogging, you guys. Hold me accountable. I know you guys want to see my vlogs, so hold me freaking accountable. No excuses. Today we're gonna go help my facial lady. I'm gonna get a facial, but I'm gonna help her really quick do some like online marketing things. So I'm just kind of like packing all of my stuff. I have my laptop. Really weird. I don't know if you guys can like see my face. I feel really weird that this doesn't match my outfit. Not like it really matters at all, but my black purse is literally falling apart at the seams. So that, my water, and I'm going to actually bring a small thing. My facial lady, Sandra, was like, what kind of coffee do you want? And I said a cold brew, like nothing in it, because I want to bring my own creamer. I just like can't. First of all, this is crack if you've ever had it. Second, we listen and we don't judge on how much creamer I'm using. And third, I just feel like I'm going to enjoy it better bringing my own creamer. That's not too much, I feel like. But I've already had a coffee today, so who's to say? Hi guys, I am gonna get ready for the day because I'm sitting here now. I've been sitting here for like the last hour watching the news because there is another fire out here, but I want to get ready with you guys, and I have a coaching call, so I need to like look presentable. I wasn't gonna get ready, but I mean, there's nothing that I can do. It's not super close to me, but it's close to my family. So I'm also, I think I told you guys, I film all of my YouTube vlogs now on my phone. So I am filming this on my front camera, which normally I film on my back. So I'm like trying to look at you, but I'm also like looking at myself because it's just like out of habit. So I just wanted to like hop on and get ready with you. Couple months since I've done a vlog. I have a lot to update you guys on. I just feel like life is really lifing. Life is really doing its thing in a good way. Start at the top at probably what is like the most pressing topic, I should say. I am no longer with Buff Bunny Collection. I did post a story in the beginning of this month saying that I was no longer with them, and some of you guys didn't catch that, which is okay. I kind of expected that because it was such quick, short notice of this kind of like massive change. So I wanted to add this and like talk about this in a YouTube video so that I can be like as transparent as possible with you guys. You guys, I love my job. I love what I do. I love posting content. I love being able to work with brands. That is something that I never thought would happen for me. The fact that I have been like just reached out to by like Gymshark, for example, 2016-17 Brooke is crying. I have had opportunities with this job that I never thought possible. I have overcame so many fears of flying and traveling by myself that I also never thought possible. And that is a big thank you to you guys. I would not have any of these experiences if it wasn't for you. Working with brands is obviously like a part of my job, but I feel like in the last year, it's become part of my identity, which isn't necessarily something that I want. And I'll kind of explain. But basically, I have worked with Buff Bunny since July, August of 2022 is kind of when I started. And when you work with brands, I don't know if like this is common knowledge. I'm just gonna assume that it's not. So sorry if this is kind of like a long explanation. Somebody who is like a content creator, I consider myself like an online coach. And content creation is kind of like the way that I get to market and like build a community. I really don't consider myself to be like an influencer, anything like that. And it wasn't really the reason why I started posting content online in the first place. Getting back to the original point, originally started out with brand non-exclusive. I worked with them non-exclusive for a few months. Bring you down a little bit lower. Probably like December, January of 2022, I ended up going exclusive with the brand. Typically when you go exclusive with a brand, they have like more perks for you. Maybe they like fly you out. They have you in like more photo shoots and campaigns, and sometimes they do pay you a salary. I went exclusive with this brand because I genuinely loved the brand. I have followed the owner for years, ever since I started my fitness journey, and I just felt like I was getting opportunities that I couldn't pass up. And come on. I was exclusive for a year. I ended up, getting flown out and like having some really, really great opportunities. That being said, when my contract came up in December of 2023, I wanted to go non-exclusive. I kind of felt like I had great opportunities with the company, but I just didn't feel like I was growing my own personal brand. And something that I think is really important when you are doing social media, or your goal is to work with brands on social media, etc., is to build your own brand, because at the end of the day, you kind of become a salesperson for what the fuck was that? That was really weird. I kept hearing a baby cry, and my neighbor who has a baby is not home. At least I don't think so. And then I literally heard two cats fighting, and I like went outside, and sure enough, under the cars, there was like two cats like fully fighting, and one of them is limping. But I think I saw him limping the other day. So I don't know. But the cats out here are wild. Anyway, I kind of just felt like I was becoming a salesperson for the brand. That even if I didn't like something, I would still have to wear it, promote it, say that I love it. And sometimes I just like didn't feel the most confident in things. And so that was kind of like just made me think like, okay, this is just like not feeling like authentically me. They asked me to fly to Houston to be in that Genesis shoot, and I was so excited. Like I was like, yeah, like this is awesome. Like I really want to do this. Like this is like a dream. And they were like, great, if you want to do this, you have to be exclusive. We only shoot exclusive athletes. And so they said, if you sign this like 3-month contract, we'll make you you'll be exclusive and you'll be able to be in this photo shoot. So I was like, you know what? If this, like, I am definitely a rule follower. I play by the rules. Thought, okay, if this is going to help exclusive athletes in the future have like more benefits and more structure, then I'll do it. Like, I am all about like kind of like helping like pave the way, so to speak. There is another athlete there who is non-exclusive, and she was also in the shoot, and I was like, okay, I kind of feel a bit bamboozled. I feel like I was used to, like, if I wanted to be here, I re-signed exclusive with you guys, like caught off guard, I guess you could say. So long story short, because I'm like, I hope you guys don't think that this is like me trying to like badmouth, because I'm not. I'm just trying to like tell you guys my point of view. Some of the girls are models and they're non-exclusive, but they're contracted models, so they actually get paid to do these photo shoots. And then there are other girls who are like me, who are just thankful for the opportunity to be there, but you're not getting paid. And I was definitely, I think, like, used in that sense. So I didn't really like that, but again, I was promised like so many things. So I felt like the beginning of the year kind of like, I was like, oh yeah, like this is the direction that I want to go with the brand. Like, I think they're doing really like well and like resonating with me and my audience, being you guys. Long story short, I felt like I knew that the end of the year was coming up, and I just kind of didn't feel like the changes that I had wanted to see overall were being implemented. I started to have like every single launch, like I just didn't feel confident in the clothes. And at the end of the day, like, I do want to like make this known to you guys. Like, it's not about like me being bratty and not liking the clothes. Like, oh yeah, I get these opportunities and I am so grateful for them. It's not that I'm not grateful, but me doing what I'm doing, I'm sharing my fitness journey with you guys. I'm sharing what makes me feel comfortable and confident. You guys know that like my gym outfits are such an important part of why I even started posting on social media in the first place. And so it kind of feels a bit silly and just not right, not authentically me, if I show up and I go, hey, you guys, I love this outfit and I actually hate it, or I actually don't feel confident in it. So that kind of for me was a really big turning point. I think towards the end of the year, and the last few launches just weren't my cup of tea. Which is fine. Not everything is going to be my favorite, but if I'm showing up to you guys and not being authentically me and trying to hard sell pieces that I don't even feel comfortable in, why would I tell you guys to buy them? So that was that. I also had quite a few experiences then, like in those gym clothes, where I went to the gym and I went to film a workout and my leggings were completely sheer. And I had no idea. I was literally so embarrassed. Like, I was so embarrassed. They were black leggings. I would assume that like most black leggings are made good enough to not be sheer, especially for the price point. And they were sheer. I didn't feel comfortable. It didn't make me want to go to the gym. It didn't make me feel empowered. And it was definitely the last thing that I wanted to do, was like then promote these pieces to you guys to buy, because I value you guys. And I know, like, I know how hard it is to want to buy new gym clothes, but maybe like you struggle or you're on a budget and you want to buy your clothes, but like you have to choose wisely. And I know that you guys trust my opinion, I would hope. And I would never want to like falsely promote something that I didn't truly believe in. I understand both sides. I know that business is business, but I do think that there is a way to go about it. And I guess I just didn't sit right with me the way that things went about. That being said, I had reached out in like the end of November, early December, saying, hey, I know my contract's up. Now, mind you, in the last few months of this going on, I think you guys could see that I was like shopping other brands. I was tagging a lot of like Amazon clothes. I wasn't wearing as much Buff Bunny, and I kind of like started to venture out in a sense. In all of that, I had a few brands reach out to me. Those being DFYNE, I'm gonna sneeze, youngLA, and another one being Gymshark. I have to turn these brands down because I am in a contract. But I wanted to take the opportunity to shop these brands to see how I like it. And I basically like immediately fell in love with everything about both of these brands. DFYNE, I have never felt so confident in a pair of leggings in my entire life. If you have seen people's butts in DFYNE, like you would be like, yeah, like you need some of those. And then youngLA just kind of felt like truly like BROOKEWORKSOUT, like OG my style. And I just started to feel like working with one brand that I could, like, I was following everybody else. And I would like to think that like my style and like how my content was, especially like when I started on TikTok, was completely different from anybody else. Like nobody was doing what I was doing on TikTok. I was kind of like, okay, like my contract is up the end of December. I am going to go non-exclusive. Like my mindset was like, I'm going to go non-exclusive. I don't want to be exclusive with a brand. And there was like a couple other things that happened that I was like, okay, at this point, I don't know like whether I would be going non-exclusive or just completely not working with them. But, you know, like I have had like, there are some things that I like about the brand. Like, it's not like I just like absolutely hate this brand. So I thought like maybe non-exclusive would like kind of be, I guess, like slowly ripping off the Band-Aid, so to speak. And Amy and I also were kind of like, that brought us together. So I think it was something that was kind of like scary to think like of us not being like doing the same thing anymore. So I reached out in regards to my contract, didn't hear anything back. I emailed them like 4 times and did not hear a word, complete crickets, until December 31st, the day that my contract was up. And then they said, contract's terminated, have a great day. Mind you, I sent them an email that day and I was like, because I literally look so funny. I had already known that I was going to start working with other brands. It wasn't something that I could voice or say with being exclusive, and I wanted to go non-exclusive or at least not be working with the brand in the beginning of December, and nobody ever got back to me. I wanted to be able to like make a graceful exit and a professional exit. Obviously, like, it just didn't happen in like the perfect way. Nothing is going to happen in like the perfect way or the way that you want it. So it is what it is. I don't have like hard feelings. I did ultimately like want out of my contract for a while. My hair is just going to have to look like a mess on this call. And yeah, I wanted out for a while. So I was kind of like, all right, well, this is going to just be like a quick, abrupt new chapter. Everything happens how it's supposed to. And if I don't end up working with them, like that's how it was supposed to happen, I guess. And so that's what happened. I had already like had, you know, meetings set up with other brands, DFYNE and youngLA, to start working together. And so that's why it was kind of like a very quick thing. I'm bummed that I like didn't get that opportunity, to be fully transparent with you guys. And it's also not something that I'm trying to be like, here's the tea. I want to be able to share my fitness journey with you guys and not be a salesperson for somebody else's brand every 2 weeks. Shop with brands, work with brands that I actually wear and I actually feel confident in, not something that feels like super forced. I'm going to sum that up better, but I have to run on a coaching call. Sorry that was a really, really long explanation. I guess I'm not a very fast storyteller, but I just kind of like, I had a coaching call. I hopped off of my call. I have been staring at my TV all day with this fire. And I was editing back like everything that I basically just said to you guys. And I do just want to say, like, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. if it wasn't for you guys, I would not have these opportunities, and I love being able to share my fitness journey with you, and like be able to cheer you on. Just everything that's like happened in the last like few weeks with like TikTok and like all of the things like has made me really look back at everything that I have built on social media, and I'm so proud of myself. I really never thought that I would be able to help as many people as I have, and that's always been like my number one goal. I've always said this ever since the beginning, like if I could just help one person on their fitness journey, that is all that matters to me. So genuinely, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me, even at the times where I don't feel super confident to post like vlogs, or that I like don't feel the greatest of myself. I feel like you guys, when you say like you want my videos, they love me. Oh my god. Anyways, I need to, it's like freezing in my house. Clearly I'm like wearing a jacket. I have a phone call coming in, I think. I got some meatballs sauteed. I'm boiling, okay, I'm making meatball subs. I think I'm gonna use sourdough. I'm making like the meatball subs that basically we really like to get at this restaurant by us. So they do a meatball sub, obviously, but we add bell pepper and onion, so I'm making that with it. But then I'm going to make, sorry, it's really loud. I'm gonna make pasta, like spaghetti noodles. I use the Barilla protein pasta. I'll put a picture here because I don't keep the box. But I'm gonna make some of that so that Josh and I can have lunch tomorrow, because I just have a feeling that like this won't be as good tomorrow as like a meal prep. So I'm gonna make like a little protein pasta with that, and I'm filming the recipe for Instagram too, so I'll put some clips of that in here.